Hello, Peak Flick Scholars, and welcome back to Grade 5 Math with Mrs. Rossi. So what are we going to do today? Today, we are going to solve word problems together. Don't be scared, I'm going to help you through this whole thing. All right, let's get thinking. What strategies are we going to use? Okay, and how will we check our work? And of course, I'm going to invite you to go on Reflex Math to get that math fluency started and keep up over the summer. Let's get moving. So what time is it? It's time for some fluency. Let's do the magic number today is 48. What kind of factors do you know that you can multiply together to get the number 48? I think we'll get into this in just a little bit. Stay tuned and be ready to work. All right, we are so ready for some fluency. Today, we are focusing again on finding the missing divisor. And I already had told you earlier today that the number that we're looking at today is 48. 48 is such a cool number. It is an even number and it has plenty of factors. So let's see some of them. Let's get started. 48 divided by 3. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to do 48 divided by some number is equal to 3. This one is a little tricky. Do you have it in your mind? Is it 16? 16 times 3 is 48. So 16 would be the answer. I don't expect you to have that one right away, but 48 is a number that we see time and time again, so we might want to put that in the back of our mind. On to the next question. 48 divided by some number is equal to 8. This one's a little easier. That some number in this case is the number 6. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 divided by 6 is equal to 8. Great job. 46 divided by what number is equal to 6? If you're paying attention, this one should be real easy. The answer here is 8. 48 divided by what number is equal to 16? Again, if you were paying attention to that first question, you will know the answer. The answer here is, you guessed it, it's 3. 3 times 16 is equal to 48, and therefore 48 divided by 3 is going to be equal to 16. Keep up the great work. Let's keep moving. 48 divided by what number is 0? That 0 keeps sneaking in, and the answer here is 0. 48 divided by 0 is also 0. 48 divided by what number is equal to 1? You guessed it, boys and girls, mathematicians. 48 divided by 48 is equal to 1. Great job. 48 divided by what number is equal to 2? What's half of 48? Did you say 24? 48 divided by 24 is in fact equal to 2. 48 divided by what number is equal to 4? This one's a little tricky, but I know you can figure it out. The answer here is 12. 12 times 4 is equal to 48. 48 divided by what number would be equal to 48? The answer here is, did you say 1? Correct. 48 divided by what number is equal to 12? The answer is, drum roll please, it is 4. 48 divided by what number is 24? The answer here is 2. 48 divided by what number will give you the answer of 1? Did you say 48? Kiss that brain of yours. Now what? Keep practicing. I've already kissed my brain a couple of times again, and I can also build those math muscles by going on Reflex Math and practicing each and every day. Stay tuned and I will be with you with today's questions. See you in a bit. Okay, so today we have no warm-up questions. Today we're just going to do 3 rather difficult word problems. We're going to be doing them together. I would want you to actually read them over, try them on your own, and then follow through as I go over the answers. Okay, so let's get started with this one. This first one is about Jaden. Jaden has been practicing on reflex math for the past 15 days. Go Jaden! He has spent a total of 375 minutes in total. He went on reflex math for the same time each day. How many minutes did he spend each day? Explain your thinking and include a statement of the solution. I cannot wait to find out how many minutes Jaden went on the computer for reflex math each day. So pause your video, try it on your own, and then when you're ready, come with me to my side paper and I will explain how I got the answer. Stay tuned. Okay, here's our problem about Jaden. So Jaden's been going on reflex math for the last 15 days, and he spent a total of 375 minutes in total. If he went on reflex math for the same time each day, how many minutes did he spend? Explain your thinking and include a statement of the solution. So what I'm thinking here is that he has gone on for 15 days and he's divided up the 375 minutes between those 15 days. So I'm going to go ahead and write a number sentence. 375 divided by 15 is equal to some number, and that's the sum number I'm trying to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and do some dividing. I'm going to put 15 and divide that into 375. Okay. How many times does 15 go into 3? 0. How many times will 15 go into 37? If you said 2, you are correct. 15 times 2 is equal to 30. I'll do that over here so you can see that. I'm going to put 30 and subtract it out. 7 take away 0 is 7, and that's 0. And 15 into 75. So I'm not sure, but if I count by 15s, 15, 30, 45, and keep moving on, what number do you think I'm going to get to? Did you guess 5? You're correct. 15 times 5 is 75. So I'm going to put my 2 up here, my 5 up here. 5 times 15 is 75, and I get 0. So my answer to this number sentence would be 25, and my label is going to be minutes. So now I'm going to write my statement of the solution. So I'm going to go to the bottom of my page and say, Jaden read for 20, or excuse me, not read, went on reflex for 25 minutes over 15 days. He went on a reflex for a total of 375 minutes. And just so nobody gets confused, I can also go back and just underline my statement of the solution. And this is really what it is. Jaden went on reflex math for 25 minutes each of those 15 days. So the 25 minutes is what I found by doing the dividing out. And I'm happy with my answer. Can I go back and review? Absolutely. He's been practicing for 15 days. Here's my 15 days that I'm dividing out. And here is my 375 total minutes that he has read. Excuse me, not that he has read, that he's gone on reflex math. And I'm dividing that by the 15 minutes. I have done the math here and found that the answer is 25. Now, if I wanted to double check this in a different way, could I do so? Absolutely. So if I take my number, 25, that I got as my answer, and I multiply that by the 15 days that I have above, I'm hoping to get the number 375. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 more is 12. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. I have 5, 7, 3. 375, 375. I have gone ahead and I have checked my work. I'm very happy with my answer of 25 minutes. So Jaden went on reflex for 25 minutes over 15 days. He went on reflex for a total of 375 minutes. That's very clear to me that I know how to find the answer. Stay tuned to the next question. Okay, now that we've heard and seen all about Jaden, we're going to go ahead and see what Timmy is up to. So Timmy is helping at a daycare this summer. She serves grapes to 6 kids. Each kid receives grapes that weigh 1/5 of a pound. How many total grapes did Timmy start with? This one's a little tricky because we're finding out how many she started with after she broke everything up. So behind my picture, you'll see that it says explain your thinking and include a statement of the solution. So we're going to do that. Again, pause the video, and when you're ready, you can unpause the video and I'll take you through this question. Good luck. I know you can do this. See you in a little bit. All right, my question now is about Timmy. She's helping out in a daycare over the summer, and she serves grapes to 6 kids. Each kid receives grapes that weigh 1/5 of a pound. How many total grapes did Timmy start with? Explain your thinking and include a statement of the solution. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to draw a picture because I think that's the easiest for me to really understand. I'm going to go ahead and draw a tape diagram, which you've probably seen before. Okay, and she serves grapes to 6 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these are the total kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each kid receives grapes that weigh 1/5 of a pound. So each of these kids gets 1/5. 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. And basically what you're seeing me write is 1/5. How many times? Did you say 6? You're correct. So my number sentence is really going to look like 6 times 1/5 is equal to some number. Now, if I go ahead and I just kind of look at the picture, I can kind of figure out what my answer is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/5, I think is my answer. And 6/5 is more than a pound, correct? Because 5/5 would be equal to 1 pound. So let me go ahead and do the multiplication. I'm going to put my 6 over 1 and multiply by 1/5, and I get 6/5, just like I thought I would. Okay, so that's my improper fraction as an answer. But if I want to go ahead and write this as a mixed number, I'm going to have to divide it out. So I can do that a couple of ways. I can just subtract 6/5. I can break it up into 5/5 and 1/5. Okay, so this 5/5 is equal to 1 plus the 1/5. So my total answer would be Timmy started out with 1 1/5 of a pound of grapes. She split the grapes into 6 equal groups of 1/5 of a pound. Okay, so we know what she started with. She started out with 1 1/5 pounds of grapes. That's my answer. And then to clarify my answer, I can also go ahead and say she split the grapes into 6 equal groups of 1/5 of a pound. Great job on that one, and great job to me for helping out this summer at daycare. Stay tuned for our next question. All right, mathematicians, this is our final question today, and it's about Angel. Angel is having fun at camp making bracelets. Each bracelet used 1/7 of a yard of string. If he has 2 yards of string, how many bracelets can he make in total? You're going to explain your thinking and include a statement of the solution. All right, mathematicians, you're going to pause the video and try this question out on your own, and you're ready? Unpause it, and I will help you out with the answer. Great job. Keep that math mind going. Be strong, and join me in just a second. Okay, Angel is having so much fun at camp making bracelets. Each bracelet used 1/7 of a yard of string. If he has 2 yards of string, how many bracelets can he make in total? Explain your thinking and include a statement of the solution. This reminds me of the last question because we had a total and then we're dividing it up. Okay, so if I wanted to find out how many bracelets Angel could make, I could repeat 1/7 a lot of times, or I could start with the 2 yards and divide the 2 yards up into 1/7 pieces to find out how many bracelets I would get. Okay, this is my number sentence, and remember in previous questions we've used the formula keep, change, flip, or I can make a tape diagram to really help me to get this question done. So I'm going to go ahead and make that tape diagram, and in this case this entire thing is going to be equal to 2. Okay, so this whole thing is equal to 2. So I'm going to break it kind of right down the middle. Okay, and I'm going to make this side, which is equal to 1, I'm going to break it up into sevenths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on this side of my 2 yards, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's my 1 yard. Okay, and then I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I think I'm going to have 14 total bracelets. So let's go ahead and try this with the keep, change, flip. Okay, so I have 2 over 1. I'm going to just rewrite 2 over 1. I'm going to keep that the same. I'm going to change my division to multiplication, and I'm going to flip my 1/7 into 7 over 1. And I'm getting 2 times 7 is 14, and then 1 times 1 is 1, and that also is equal to 14. So if I was going to write Angel's problem, their answer to the problem, I would say Angel made 14 bracelets out of 2 yards of string. Each bracelet used 1/7 of a yard. Okay. Again, I have my answer. Angel made 14 bracelets. And then I'm going to just kind of some clarifying words here so that I really understand what it is and how many bracelets Angel actually made. So again, going back to the question, he started out with 2 yards. He divided those 2 yards up into 1/7 pieces. And each of these, and I'm going to just kind of draw this dotted line, this is 1 yard over here, and this is the 2nd yard over here. And what I did was I divided the yard up into sevenths, and I divided the 2nd yard up into sevenths to find that Angel could make a total of 14 bracelets while he was at camp. All right, that's all for today. I'll see you in just a bit. All right, mathematicians, you did an awesome job today. You know you did. Think to yourself, did you listen along? Did you problem solve? Did you find and use a strategy? Did you ask a question either to yourself or to somebody around you? Did you check your work? Did you write a statement of the answer? Did you record your work? Did you flex your math muscles? I know I did. And did you kiss your brain? Did you reread the problem? If you've done some of these, you've done a great job. Now what? I tell you every single day the same thing. What am I going to tell you? I'm going to tell you this.
All right, Peak Flicks math scholars, you have done an incredible job today. But you're not done yet. I'm going to need you to go on to Zern, Reflex Math, or most importantly, fill out an exit ticket for today's work. Please show us how smart you are and what you have learned from doing the lessons here on Peak Flicks. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day. It was wonderful teaching and learning alongside of you.